morning. What's up, Rose Jefferson? What's up, Janae Canty? Good morning, good morning. Inga, what's up? Kim, Queen Beijing, Sensei. Yeah, hit that like button on the way in, tribe. Y'all treat me good. Do me right. Don't Jeffrey Osborne me. Yeah, I did. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Canty. What's this? Brittany Evans. That is, I want to see who this is. Antonique. Antonique XO. Sharita W, what's good? Sag Goddess Dee Dee. What's going on? Hey, Nicole. So, I'm doing my little greeting. So, guess what? What's going on, Michelle? I think that's a cat. I'm still gonna come and steal your cat. Alexis Owens. Hey, Royal Blue, how you doing? Y'all be safe now. Blessed in this season. That's what I'm talking about. Call it. Lacey need a partner. I pray I get a good lawyer. I need your help. Okay. Candy. All right, everybody. So today, so check it. I was yesterday I was kind of in my feelings, more solitude than normal. Nothing's wrong, nothing bad happened. I was just in a solitude. I'm not gonna be reading the comments, so I can take these off for now. Um, I was more in a solitude state of mind yesterday, and me being in a I don't know how to. I'm finna just make up a word, but y'all will get it. Me being in that solidated type of mind, um, I was thinking, and I had to think, why am I in this solidated energy? And it came to me like I was experiencing something that's called despair. And I had to sit there and I had to focus on that. What is despair and what was I despairing? So you know, we know the meaning of the word in essence. So I needed to know what despair meant. Lost hope, no future endeavors, things falling apart, travesty, the thoughts of, that is. They made a lot of fake pages on my IG. I did a couple of videos on it. So listen, I'll never contact you on IG asking you for anything. So it's not me, nor Facebook, nor Twitter, no Zillow, or whatever the hell they got, all these other apps. I'm not doing that. I'm on this platform only. So I was in the state of despair, and I had to, and I didn't know why I was so sad. Wanted to shut everything out. Wanted to just, and not depression, by the way, despair. And I said, so Spirit, help me understand. I say, help me understand why I'm feeling this state of despair. I mean, my bills are paid, money coming in, daughter's healthy, kids are healthy, everything is going good. Relationship healthy. I don't have a damn thing to have any form of despair on. So then I had to ask Spirit, where is this energy coming from? And when I checked my external sources, I couldn't find it. So it had to be coming from within. So then I had to sit my ass down and be quiet a little bit. Stop answering phone calls. Stop worrying about the mundane bullshit problems that's not mine. And I had to say, so if I'm feeling this energy of despair inside of me and it's permeating out of me, I say then I need to know where is this despair coming from and what element or energy or thought inside my head, inside my body that has me feeling this. And I said, you know what, I'm going to talk about this. I say, and this can be a form of an ancestor energy. Now, before you guys click out, sign out, or say this nigga out his mind, think about it. Throughout all the past bullshit problems and everything that we've been through, every issue that we have had to solve, every issue that we've had to solve, every situation that we've had to overcome, whether it was folly or whether it was a good thing, everything we had to overcome, we always had a sense of despair. Maybe it's not going to work out. Maybe I'm not going to get that job. Maybe I'm not going to get that contract. Maybe he won't love me. Maybe she won't love me. Maybe the baby will be born malformed. Maybe, I'll lose my job if I buy this nice car or this nice big ticket item. We always have some sense of despair. And people, ask yourself, where does that energy of despair comes from? If your life is going great and you confident and you are secure with the energy inside your body and your mindset is in the right mindset and you know what the fuck you need to do to get where you need to go. Nobody can stop you once you get your boots on and you tracking. But we always get a sense of despair. There's no little man or woman jumping out in front of us saying, "Ooh, you're gonna fail, you're gonna fail, you're gonna fail." That puts that shit in our psyche right now. That put that shit in our peripheral. So I had to think about it. Why was I feeling despair when everything is going good in my goddamn life? And it hit me. That's an ancestor energy, a toxic one at that, coming up from the fucking gut to throw us off our path. Now, how many times have you gave up on something you wanted because you was in a sense of despair? You didn't ask that beautiful ass girl out because you thought she'd say no. You didn't shoot your shot. You didn't put in for that job because you didn't think you were going to get it. Could have been the best thing ever happened to you. You didn't fill out that loan application because you thought that the bank would not give it to you. You didn't purchase that house because you didn't know if you could keep up the payments. You didn't purchase a car. And it goes on and on. The shit that we didn't do that we should have did. Let me hit some of us in our asses. You know my saying. If I step on your toes, That just means you need to pick the bitch up and keep on walking. I mean, you need to keep the bitch up and keep on walking. Now, how many of us have dealt with partners we didn't want to deal with, all due to despair? If my partner leave me, I ain't gonna have shit anymore. If I lose my partner, I ain't gonna have the house, the luxury. If I give up all this, what I got right here, I don't know if I can get it back. That's operating out of pure despair. Thinking the bottom gonna fucking drop out of everything you do to make you happy. Everything you need to do for you. That's despair. For your own betterment, that's despair. And I'm stepping on toes. Mine too. Shit. I done been there. I'm gonna stay in a painful situation because I can't get out of a painful situation because I got the despair that I'll never get in a painful situation again. And having this painful situation is better than having no situation at all. At least this situation gives me purpose. It gives me an identity. It gives me something to control. But it's keeping you locked in the sense of despair. You can't think, hide no hair of where you want to be, where you want to go, or who you want to do, or who you want to be. Now that was the heavy hitter. I'll lighten it up a little bit. You know, relationships are always a money grabber, attention getter. Inga Harris, what you say? We gonna talk about it? Let's talk about it. You want a better life for your children. You want a better life with your mate. You want a better life with just you, period. You want to change the stars of your family. But only thing you ever known is a ghetto. Only thing you ever seen was abuse and drug activity, gang activity, unhealthy relationships with your family, with your mates. That's all you know. That's all you ever seen. Unhealthy relationship with your children. That's all you can fathom. And you hear somebody say, hey, all that shit can be changed if you just change the way you think and believe in a different way of doing things. Tap into your inner self and believe in a different way of doing things, and it can be done. You read all the self-help books. You read all the family psychology books. You go to all the counseling sessions on the planet. You do all that shit, right? And as soon as you get it in your mind, I'm going to implement this shit. I'm going to start the day. You know, the journey starts with one step. I'm going to do it. And then you get ready to do it. And right before you put your foot down and take that step, you see all the bullshit that's going to come with it. You see all the, oh, you a sellout. You see all you a coon. Oh, you done jump political party lines. Oh, you just don't like men no more. You just don't like women no more. You hate your family. You don't trust me. I can't be who I want to be. You smothering me. You see all this fictitious shit in your mind. And that is a form of despair. So guess what you do? You stay in the situation. You stay getting peanuts when you're supposed to be getting a fucking pecan pie. You stay doing the dumb shit, acting dumb, being dumb, sitting on a pile of dumb rocks because of despair. You get stagnant, stuck, and then you say, then when you realize, man, I'm so fucked. It's too late. Because now that shit has become a seed in your soul and it's become a blight on your brain, and that's all you can think about, despair. And you know what the saddest thing about despair that I found out from doing my meditation on it? Come on now. If we're going to talk about it, we're going to talk about it. Be true with yourself, because I'm being true with me. The saddest thing I can see about despair is the bitch is a parasite. It is a fucking parasite, and it will attach itself to you. And when you stand next to somebody else, despair will attach itself to that shit off of your shit. or off of their shit. They got so much to spare, they stand next to you, and that shit jumped directly onto you, and now you in a form of fucking despair. What the fuck you worrying about? They came to you for help. They came to you for solace. They came to you for a solution. And after hearing their goddamn problems, hearing how they may fail, that disease bullshit ancestor energy permeating your motherfucking soul, and then you get despair. And you're in a state of despair. And you worried about your relationship. You worried about your motherfucking mortgage. You worried about your health. Now, before I go any further, can we all agree that this energy of despair came from one of our most toxic ancestors? There's probably that ancestor that put salt on watermelon. You know, I know how I feel about putting salt on watermelon. Why the fuck? That was that ancestor in my mind. I'm lighting the mood up now. I don't want y'all to get to tearing up and crying. I'm trying to lighten it up a little bit. Think about it. I'm transparent as fuck, y'all. Y'all know Baron gonna keep it real with you. I'm transparent as fuck. I'm so transparent. Boy, if I stand up, you can see straight through me. And yes, I had cabbage last night. So when I stand up and you see all that mess in there, that's cabbage. That's what I ate. That's how transparent I am. I'm a spiritual counselor. Trauma-based therapy is what I do. I've made it up. That's my title. I gave it to myself. Who can accredit me? I help. Spiritual-based trauma counseling is what I do. So 9 times out of 10, when you all call me and I'm in this tarot board and I'm talking to spirit, you guys call me with a sense of despair. A sense that your life is out of control, that your life is going through hell, and that you're needing somebody to help fix it. Get it right. Give you the landmarks. If not give you the solution, give you a sign to get to the solution. Whether that come in the form of a spell, a good word, a joke, or just somebody to listen to and care about you. But that shit sometimes gets on me. That shit sometimes gets on your spiritual advisor you're talking to. That shit sometimes gets on the person you call to make you feel better. You're not a bad person. You got issues, you got problems, you have a pain point. And you're looking for salvation and liberation from that pain point, so you reach out to the only person your spirit tell you that can help you. And you may dump that shit and it feels good to you to be able to think, get your mind together for that split second. But what you leave with that fucking person, man, is something that you don't know you're leaving. You leave your toxic ancestor energy of despair conversates with that person's toxic ancestor energy of despair, and that person is left heavy, jaded, weighed down, questioning their life, their relationship, their finances. It's not even their situation. And after they get off the phone, they talking, they like, man, so what if that shit did happen to me? I can't love like that because that shit'll hurt me. I need to be on my PGQ because, man, woo. You see what Emily went through? I'm the reader. This is the conversation I had with my Baron after I read. Man, that lady done been through some shit. That brother is going through pure D hell. Baron, please make sure that don't happen to me. Why am I talking to my deity about that? Why am I telling my deity, please don't let that happen to me? I'm not in a position to let that happen to me. I got my own shit going on. But I'm trying to tell you the parasitic energy of that ancient ancestor energy of despair, that toxic shit. And if you people don't know what the fuck is coming at you spiritually, how the fuck you gonna defend against it? Now I got an email. Hey, I don't like the way you talking about the ancestors. The ancestors is not emotions. The ancestors are physical beings that existed. Yada 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 yada. I say all of them carried machetes and chopped bitches up. All of them sat in the kitchen and cooked. All of them was slaves toting cotton and shit. That's as far as your fucking brain on the ancestor energy can go. What about all the time those ancestors lived and they had all them emotions that made them? Where do your emotions come from? We can map them bitches out. Pain, sorrow, anger, they align with the chakra points. Ego. And you don't think your ancestors that you feel was so human, you didn't think they went through that. Now, where did this ancestor energy of despair come from? That's the only one I'm thinking in my mind. I think it's 7. Believe it or not, it's 7 of them. There's 7 ancestor energies that came from the cosmos that presides in us. And it resides in every last one of us. And it was given by the cosmos, people. And that shit was given to us. They was given dominion and reign to come down here and fuck with us. But we can beat them. They take over one of our ancestor energy and they make that ancestor do dumb shit. Operate off of survival, that's despair energy. Operate off of destruction, that's despair energy. Half of the time I get off the phone from doing these readings with everybody, I have to literally go in that thing and pray, cleanse myself, and get all that shit out. Because if not, I sleep on that shit and I hate everything around me. I hate everybody around me. I remember when, not too past, I was thinking about giving up this. I'm going to say about 6 months ago, I was thinking about giving this up. I'm done. I said too many problems in the world. Don't nobody give a fuck about me. That's when I felt I had helped so many people, and I was getting these bullshit phone calls and nasty ass emails because people didn't like what I was talking about, or I'm trying to make everybody happy, or I'm worried about counsel culture counseling me for saying something feministic or for saying something political. I was in a spot of despair. I had so much despair built up in me from other people's issues and other people's beliefs that I didn't see the golden God that I am. I didn't see the king energy that I preside over the world and over my whole surrounding, my whole kingdom. I let despair permeate inside my life, inside my soul, inside my God-given spiritual purpose and talent that I was finna give it up. Angry with my clients. Oh, well, this motherfucker calling. This motherfucker gonna sit up here and ask me the same question 1,300 times, and now I'm mad at this person because they didn't get it last time. I even caught myself talking very rudely. And not to one of the female clients, because I respect female, but because of a brother, and I felt I can talk man to man, and that masculine energy came down and met his masculine energy, and I found myself talking very rudely to him. And me and him on the phone arguing with each other, and he called me for help, people. I'm transparent as fuck. I am not a perfect spiritualist. And if you find one that is, they lying. I'm on the phone arguing with one of my male clients, like me and him, cats and dog, like we've been knowing each other for years. And he called me with his issue. I was at this desk, I was supposed to help. But because I had took on so much toxic energy and I was in a point of despair, I could not see where he was coming from, nor could he see mine. Because I wasn't delivering the message properly. It wasn't until his wife got on the phone and said, Baron, you take on too much and I know you upset, but please divest that and listen to what my husband trying to say. That broke me, people. That means everybody else was seeing the energy of despair that's on me. Because we think we hide it, we don't. And once she said that, he apologized, I apologized, and we had a whole hour conversation of just laughing and talking, building each other up like men supposed to do. I was wrong. I apologize. Because I had let all my fears, sorrows, depression, all my worries and stress invade this man's energy. I take on this job. Y'all pay me. to allow your energy to invade mine. I need to be a better spiritualist and know how to get that shit off me. But I had got so full and I didn't wash it off when I needed to. That's transparency. Hate me, love me, fuck me, I don't care. I'm telling you a day in the life of the Baron. Now, some of y'all haven't been charged with that spiritual property, with the spiritual intelligence and the spiritual charge to sit up here and be an assistant to somebody, to be the person to get that pain off of that person, to get that despair off of that, to offer them people a good word, to offer them hope for the next day. I'm charged with that. This is the job I decided to do. This is me living in my purpose. Some of y'all ain't living in that purpose because the spirit ain't charging with it. But all the same, when you take on that responsibility, that job, that's not what you're supposed to do. That shit gets dumped into you. And if you don't have a good, clean spirit to wash that shit off, or you is not a bottomless well to accept it all until it fill up, then you take a vacation and get that shit up out your ass. It comes out. It's parasitic. How many of you guys, ask yourself this question and be transparent, be honest. How many of you guys allow people to come up to you on your job and dump their problems off on you? How many times people say, I don't know what it is, people just come to me and they just bare their motherfucking soul and their spirit to me. I'm always trying to help this person. I'll give you one step further. This gonna step on a toe or two. How many of y'all say, I went out of my way to make this person better, feel good, to help this person. I went out of my way to help this person to make their shit better. And it didn't work. I couldn't do it. I ended up looking like a fool. They didn't give a fuck. My bills gotta get paid. I'm suffering and they okay. I'm catching hell and they laughing it up. Come on now, how many of y'all? If this bitch was an auditorium, I see a million hands in the air. Hell, some people throw up 2 hands, a toe, and a goddamn foot. Hell, somebody be holding up their kinfolk hand. Me over here too, bitch. This bitch did it. This is this motherfucker's energy. And after you help that person, here we go now. After you help that person, and that person walk away feeling good after dumping all that fuck shit on you, you feeling so like, damn, I wonder how my life going. Some of us could say, well, I'm glad I got my shit together. But 10 minutes after you say that, I'm glad I got my shit together, that could never be me. You go home, you look at your spouse and you be like, I bet that hoe better not be fucking with Trevor. Well, I bet his ass better not be fucking with Emily. Oh, I wonder if he is going to work. I wonder if he is hiding shit in his phone. I wonder if he is doing some shit. That's not your energy. You just took on somebody else's shit. Now, I don't know why the Christian preachers ain't teaching y'all this shit today. I don't know why they ain't talking about this to you. But a spiritualist gonna tell you about it. This is a toxic ancestor energy of despair. Very toxic. Not one of our ancestors was born with this energy. Not one of the energy of despair need to be inside of us. This is an outside cosmic source that feeds and attaches itself to ancestors in your life. It attaches itself to you, and it done attach itself to every human being, ancestors' energy you can imagine. Whether it was your good grandma, Meemaw, she was in a sense of despair at one time. Or whether it was the newborn baby that didn't make it. When that soul hit that body and that baby wanted to live, and the spirit, no, I don't think you can live this body. Your body ain't strong enough to take this energy from this soul, so we gonna perish. That baby experienced a flicker of despair. Don't even know what the world is. Don't even know what air is. Don't even know how to cry yet. And the baby gets stillborn. That's a flicker of despair. because it wants to live. It wants to enjoy life. It wants to be happy. You want to live. You want to enjoy life. You want to be happy. But the problem is you letting too much as ancestor energy of despair permeate your soul, take over your being, take over your mind, your thought process, your hopes, desires, and dreams. And you end up failing, dropping out of school, giving up on relationships, staying in relationships too long that's not meant for you, not accepting your kids' behavior, hating your mama, hating your father, not having the sense to forgive because of this toxic ass ancestor energy of despair. And it's parasitic. It's not even yours. It's not even supposed to be in our lineage. It's a cosmic parasite. It touches everything. It fucks up everything. Destroys everything. It sets you on the path of destruction. Because let me tell you something now. Despair loves destruction. Once you in a sense of despair, destruction come up, and we'll put it like this. If despair is holding your legs up in the air, destruction is going to come and fuck you. So you're going to get double teamed. Once you got despair, destruction coming behind you, butt ass naked, no Vaseline, and saying, okay, let's tear this bitch up. Destruction, let's beat this bitch to hell. That's where the saying, fuck with no Vaseline come from. You already in the sense of despair. Now destruction is finna come fuck you with no Vaseline. Learn the terminology. This Southern talk. I'm just putting it in perspective for you. If I ain't making sense, y'all say, Baron, this shit crazy, dog. That shit, it ain't making sense. I can't get with that. But if you understand, y'all know them 4 letters or them 4 words I like to see. Let's get this mode of method up. We sit up here and we allow this parasitic cosmic entity, cosmic energy, whatever you want to call it, to sit up here and touch our souls, latching and leeching on to an ancestor energy of dreams, desires, hope. And we allow that cosmic parasite of despair to attach onto them and weigh them down. So all your hope, desires, and dreams that your ancestors had to come before you get slighted. And you suffer. So now I'm finna take it to a political thing. It is what it is, people. Jim Crow laws are coming back. Jim Crow laws are coming back. It's illegal to be homeless, they say. It's illegal to not have a job, they say. I don't know if they're jailable offenses, but it's illegal. But you're raising the property values, you're doing a lot of shit. A lot of people can't feed the kids, the babies, etc. We get it. We get it, inflation. Your ancestors, we'll take it to the civil rights. Your civil rights ancestors, grandparents, great-grandparents, they had a desire when they were marching and getting their ass beat up and shit in order to be free. They had this idea that shit would be equal. But the energy of despair permeated some of their souls. And they doubted. Because if they didn't doubt, if they didn't let that energy of despair permeate some of their souls and their thought process, they would have wrote the program better. They would have wrote down the laws better. They would have made an ironclad contract people to where they can't go back on these issues if they know they existed before. I'm in the energy of despair, so I'm going to get what I can get. I'm going to take what they'll give me because I consider it a victory, because the outcome of the other shit could be detrimental, could be more hurtful, or I could get nothing at all. That's despair. How many of y'all go through that 9? I got a lawsuit, big money. Instead of fighting the bitch the whole way out, I'm gonna take what they can give me. Cause I know I'm getting some. Cause if I fight it, they may come out to find some other shit I done did it, and I won't get nothing. That's despair. Hold on. But wait, there's more. How about when we go to jail and we facing charges? Let me tell you how parasitic despair and disgusting and filthy despair is. You're innocent as fuck. You know you didn't do it. But because you have a sense of despair that you can't beat the charge, you take a plea deal. Ruin your fucking life. Well, I know I can't prove it, but I'm a black man, I'm a black woman, I'm a former criminal, I'm a cast out from my country, I'm this, I'm that, and I got despair on me. So I'm gonna take this plea, this lesser charge, 2-3 years in prison, probation, felony charges, because I got despair versus taking it to the door and fighting it. Despair puts you on that path of destruction because you've heard everybody else horror stories. You done seen everybody else fuck up. Let's take despair into the relationship. Not boyfriend and girlfriend, marriage. If Emily fucking off on her husband and Trevor fucking off on his wife, we get the energy of despair, and now we think our mate's fucking off on us. Let me twist your ass a little bit more here. You see the shit on these made for drama sitcoms, the Atlantic Housewives, the Kardashians, and the Hoopla 93,000 of Atlanta. All the fuck shit that's happening, and you look at your motherfucking mate, or you look at your partner, and you say, oh, bitch, is that something you would do? Or they looking at you from you watching this shit, and they judging you. Oh, she must love that type of shit. That must be what the fuck she into behind my back. I can't love her. Come on, man. Y'all fucking with me here. Y'all don't want to hear what the fuck I'm telling you, man. This ancestor negative cosmic ass energy of despair that permeates on our ancestor soul and consciousness that carries on to our generation after generation after generation is the greatest thing that's defeating us right now. How the fuck you gonna look at your mate because they watching a TV show and think that person has that type of fucking energy to do that? That's despair, because you can't love that person because you afraid that person is gonna pick up that trait. Well, the only thing it could be is just inner fucking entertaining. It could be drama. Motherfucker be glad. Oh, I'm glad I got a good man in the kitchen, ain't doing that shit there. My man over here playing video games, he at home all day. Ooh. They could be watching like that, but you hear Fajon and them doing all that shit there, and Theta, oh, I don't know their names, and you see that shit there. And you're thinking that's what your people thinking. Let me hit somewhere home. This personal here now. You see your man, you ladies, you walk in, you catch a man listen to old Kevin Samuels. Lord rest his soul. You see your man listen to Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels just gave your man a sense of purpose, of knowing, saying you a high value man. Roll down the shit, you make this much a year, you this to that, you in shape, no diseases, no none, and your teeth clean and fixed. He just gave us something that nobody ever said. You're a high value man, you deserve better. You sit up there and you hate that man for listening to that because you thinking he devaluing you just by somebody valuing him, telling him some entertainer that's telling him how to value himself. Oh, he must don't like me no more. He must think he can get better. He must think that I ain't shit no more. That was that spirit of despair. I'm gonna shut up because I probably done lost 50% of my female subscribers because I'm telling the truth. I check the numbers after this, bitch. I was at 26,000 subscribers. I'm pretty sure I'm at 10 now, and they all brothers. I don't give a fuck. I'm not here to entertain. I'm here to get you. I'm here to get you the truth. I'm sick of being an entertainer. If you don't want to hear the truth, get the fuck off the page, man. Because we got to fix what's wrong with us. It's not man versus female. That's what they want us to believe. It's despair versus our dreams. And that shit attaches to our that cosmic fuck shit parasite attaches to our ancestor energy, and it calls us to fuck up. And then that shit is born into the next generation of despair, the next generation of despair, the next generation of despair. And that's why you got grown ass women and grown ass men don't know who the fuck they is. How the fuck you wait till you 50 years old to know you don't like peppermint oil? How the fuck you wait till you 50 years old to know you don't like the express to your old lady you hate? The express to old lady a pet peeve of yours. Ladies, how the fuck you wait till you out of your prime, then gained a little weight, not happy with your looks and shit, to tell your man, well baby, I want to get into the fucking gym? Because you have a sense of despair because you think he gonna say, oh, you trying to look fine, you trying to get a butt lift, you trying to get a tummy tuck, get tits done so other niggas can look at you. So you stop doing that. You stop taking care of yourself. You stop dreaming of how pretty you can be, how much money you can make, the desires and shit you want. That's despair, man. That's the ancestor energy of despair. Because you look back at what your mama did. You look back at what your father did. You look back at what your grandfather did. You look back at what your neighbor did, your cousin did, your brother did. And you see the circumstance and situation they motherfucking asses in. And you say, I can't get out. It's okay for my old lady to argue with me. It's okay for me to sit around the house and get fat. It's okay for me to sit up here and not buy myself nice clothes, not go hang out with my girlfriends, not go to the bar and get a mimosa in the morning. Energy of despair. But you start doing this shit when you're 50, 60 years old. Now you can barely hop up the motherfucking step to go get the mimosa. And one sip of the bitch, you're drunk. Because your body intake can't handle it. But ladies, if you would have been doing that shit back in your early 20s, and you would have been living your life that you want to live without despair, you could have had a great fucking time. Created some beautiful fucking memories. Brothers, we sit up here and we so afraid to lose what we got, lose the toxic shit we got, the good shit we got, or to put a bitch in their place. Just saying bitch in the form of context, not calling women bitches. I respect women, y'all. But then at the day, if you get offended, I don't give a fuck because I'm talking. You're afraid to put them in their place because you think you're going to lose them. You're going to lose without. You're going to be without. So you take it and you lose. You lose yourself. You lose your identity. But the one thing you don't lose throughout all that motherfucking losing is that sense of despair. Now it comes on 10 times strong because you just agreed with it. You just gave it a voice, a home, a purpose inside your life, inside your soul. And then you're going to go make babies. And then you're going to sit out there and go form relationships. And that despair is going to be taught physically to your offspring. So now the cosmic parasite don't have to sit up there and come down. Now you're going to teach it and you're going to embrace it. So then you're going to teach your offspring the idea of despair. So then when it come down and it stares gaze, when that person, that baby, that person, when you, from your ancestors, when you come faced with a problem, it can just slide in there and just, yeah, let me just touch this bitch right here. Go on, kill yourself. Go on, self-destruct. Go on, fuck up your world. Go on, do this right here. I just be up here watching. You know, I just love the show. Because we're teaching it to our children. We're teaching it to our little boys. We're teaching it to our little girls. So now that toxic ass energy of despair could just come down and touch it. Once you get a hook in it, done. Now that person has no dreams, ambition, or nothing. They stay in the same project day in, day out. How the fuck you a grown ass person and you never left your hood? Some people never left the state they live in. Their whole fucking life ain't never caught a plane nowhere. First time going on a plane, you 60 years old. It's exciting to see a cloud up under the motherfucking runway, up under the wing of the plane. That's your biggest fucking endeavor in life. Real nigga talk. That shit could have been done. It was the sense of despair that made you feel you couldn't take off and travel nowhere. That shit was put in your soul. That shit was carried on by your parents, because your parents ain't never left and did nothing. They don't put the sense of despair that you shouldn't leave and go do nothing. Get a job, work, pay your bills, die happy. Try to take care of your family. It ain't even the saying nowadays, take care of your family or raise a family. They said try to raise a family, meaning they already put the sense of despair that you can't do it, that it's a possibility you can fail. Try to get married. Try to love your man. Try to love your woman. You see how the sense of despair then grew from a parasite to a motherfucking emotion inside of you, down way to a way of fucking life. And you don't think we need to pray this toxic bitch up out of our system, up out of our generation? This toxic bitch of a fucking energy. Gender neutral at that. That's me being an asshole there. Gender neutral, I'm just being an asshole. It don't discriminate. Black, white, Chinese, Asian, Russian, Donald Trumpian. It don't discriminate. I hope y'all understand me. I hope y'all feeling this content. I'm gonna read a little bit of these comments. Don't mind me. I didn't want to wear these glasses because I had a sense of despair at one point that people gonna be like, "Oh, the Baron, you too young to be glasses. What about your spirit? How about you have your spirit fix your eyes?" I thought about all that shit, but you know what? These bitches $200. I can see. Thank you, spirit. You fixed them for me. Let me read some of these comments. That's right, Queen Beijing. So molded B. Divine Nubian Goddess. Yes, indeed. You know what we talking. Hey, Zakaya, that's what they call it. That's a race of their own, baby. That's a race of their own. They in a whole new race. Them jokers there, boy. I'm in it. I'm in it. Forget feeling it. Okay. Lade, love. So what? And put them on. You know it. Thank you, Ramona Davis. Totally relate. Totally late. Despair been touching me. That's right. Doubt last few days. But hearing this, there we go. Get strong, everybody. Straight Panther, what it is, brother? Indigo Blue, you want it. That's what I'm saying. Thank you. That's right. Sunday Truth on the morning. I'm saying I had to sit in that room and realize, why the fuck am I feeling this way? What fictitious shit got me in my feelings? Why am I sad? Why am I not trying to be the best me I can be? Why am I not trying to be the best father for my children? Why am I not trying to be the best representative of myself as the Baron? Why I haven't started a secondary channel? Why I haven't bought the camera to make movies? I'm in a sense of despair because I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if they're going to accept me. I think I'm going to fail. Oh my God. Do I got the time? That's time. That's despair. Despair permeates all that shit. And we And it becomes, it's a cosmic energy. Now let me reiterate. It's a cosmic energy that we teach our offspring, that comes in the form of an ancestor attachment, and life goes to pot. The evolved goddess say, "Phew, need this." I know it's like taking a big ass fart when you hear the truth. It's just like eating a big meal, taking a fart. You know, you feel it in your lower back and you want to stretch out the word. That's what this is to me. Hearing the truth. Mm-hmm. Michelle, don't get in the form of despair. I'm not gonna steal your cat. It's a pretty cat though. I see it. Meow. Tanoya Jackson, you know it. I got to. I pray on these messages, man. I pray. I don't just don't. Spirit got to put them in me. My friend, Mara Smith, thank you. This means a lot. That was your energy too, Diamond. Hey, it jumps in us. We don't know why it jump in us. We could be having the greatest time. That had the great this weekend with our mate, kids doing good, and next thing you know, we in a sense of despair. Austin Daniels, Ashe, brother, you know what it is. Ashe, you know it. Good to see you in here. You busting up. KB was in this thing. That's right. We got to get stronger, Mara Smith. Thank you, Dee Dee. Austin Daniels, I know you've been dealing with despair for a while. I know. Listen, until somebody tell us what it truly is, we'll mask that shit as something else. We'll mask it as something else, and we'll be working on a whole different problem that ain't got shit to do with the cause and the situation. The reason why we can't move forward, be happy, do what we gotta do, is because we operate in a sense of despair. I'm gonna put the business of my friends out there, right quick, light. A good look, and I ain't gonna say no names. If they want to comment, they can. So a good little while, a couple of my friends, they wanted a baby. They had tried a lot of things, and they was at a sense of despair. They met the right person. The right person did what they did, gave them hope, and now there's a beautiful baby boy on the planet. But the sense of despair made them not look at all the options until they looked at all the damn options, and now they got a gift from heaven, gift from the gods. That's a testimony and an amen. I'm from Florida, Diamond Teal Jackson. Yes, I am a southern boy. Come from way of Georgia all the way to Florida. I had to come get some oranges. Then the Mandela effect took them away. I had a couple on. So yeah, if we could pray that toxic parasite off of our fucking generation and our lineage, ooh, do you matter? Do you know what we can do? Hell, we could finally end slavery. Oh, if we could pray that sense of despair off our ass, we could finally open up our own banks. We could finally get that loan for that house. We can finally start to love ourselves. We can finally start to be who the universe telling us we can be. I am not afraid no more. I would not despair, discourage, or talk myself out of anything. If I want to do it, I'm going to fucking do it. If I want to be it, I'm going to try my best to be it. And if I think about it, goddamn it, that means the thought was for me and I'm going to embrace it. No more despair if a motherfucker get mad that I thought about this or that I might have had a thought. I'm watching Desperate Housewives of Atlanta and I mentioned you watching Desperate Housewives of Atlanta and your man in his fucking feelings, thinking that's your idea, that's your the brother is just entertainment for him. Or sisters, you see somebody sitting up there, watching our boy Kevin Samuels. He not saying that you valued less. He's saying I'm valued too. That don't mean he gonna give up on you. He's still with you. He love you. So ain't no need to get mad at the person for that type of shit. For entertainment. That's what's there. Don't make them apologize. And this is men and women. Don't make your mate apologize for something that they entertained themselves by. You're shedding nothing but despair. I'm finna take it a step further. I don't give a fuck if they watching porno. Don't shame them for watching porno. They getting ideas. They getting ways. They getting thoughts that they want to try on your ass. Brothers, don't get mad if your woman go get a damn rubber man. Let her enjoy herself. Don't put no despair on her. Come on, man. I'm telling you some shit. This is personal. This is the shit that affected me my whole life. Coming from me is probably the fucked up thing you ever heard. Coming from a man, I'm telling you the truth. You need to hear it. Because despair is tearing our fucking relationships up. Despair is telling our future hopes and dreams up. Despair is tearing our kids up. I refuse to be torn up anymore. And let me tell you something. I'm finna hit you with this before I put that prayer down, people. Got a little bit more to talk about. 90% of the time, it is not your mate that you're upset with. 90% of the time, listen to me, 90% of the time, it is not your mate that you're upset with. It's the energy of despair that has made you imagine something to be upset with your mate about. Now I feel like an old Southern Negro preacher. Let me get my rag and wipe my mouth and say, ah, 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 ah. 90% of the time, you're not mad at your mate. People, get it together. Get this shit in your head. Get it in your brain. You're not mad at your mate because you're 90% of the time your mate ain't doing shit. Your mate just living their life. Your mate being who they supposed to be. You're thinking that they might have did some shit. You're thinking that they could do some shit, or the possibility that they're gonna fuck you in the end. And guess what you do? Sense of despair kick in, and now you gotta defend yourself. And you defend yourself by tearing down the walls, commitment, relationship, trust, understanding, union. Destruction come. I told you what I tell you. Destruction come and pull that dick out and no Vaseline. They don't care what you're into. You can like him and her, or you can just like her. No Vaseline, baby. No. I'm coming. Nah. Now you're ruining your shit. You're stressing that partner out. You're doing some dumb shit. You're making that partner want to back up for you. And you know what that's doing when it comes to despair? Reconfirming the fucking fact this fictitious shit that despair done put in your mind is reaffirming and reassuring that guess what? I was right all along. You was right to have them feelings. Despair, thank you. And you start worshiping despair. Thank you, despair, for waking me up, making me stronger, making me smarter. And now that becomes your guiding light, your guiding force. And you think despair is just going to hang around your relationship? No, despair is going to hang around your children. Despair is going to hang around your dollar sign. Despair is going to touch every piece of energy inside of you, every thought process you may have. It's one that I ain't tell you about despair. I want to say this one for last. Now, how many of you guys out there didn't get to do half of the shit you wanted to do during the Rona season? because you was in the sense of despair that you were gonna catch it. You was in the sense of despair that you can die. You was in the sense of despair that you couldn't eat. How many people can't go to restaurants? How many people can't do this? Hold on, hold on. How many people can't go get surgery? Because you're in the sense of despair that the surgery may kill you quicker than the goddamn disease will. Come on now, people. If I'm going to fucking talk to you, I'm going to talk to you. I can't go get medical assistance because they just kill you there. So you deal with the chronic pain. You deal with the fuck shit. You deal with it until it take you out. And you know what, despair there? I ain't even have to kill them for you, devil. They killed themselves. As a black woman, let me help you out now. As a black woman, we know how to, like I said like this, being a black woman in America, I never knew y'all plight when it came to the doctors. I didn't know it because that wasn't me. That wasn't something in my wheelhouse. That wasn't something in my mind. So when certain older women in my life would never want to go see the doctor, they would sit at home and home remedize themselves. I'm making that word up, home remedize, and self-medicate. There's something herbs can't do in a quick fashion. There's some time an antibiotic or a procedure need to be done, people, to sustain your life. But because the medical system treated y'all women so badly, you decide not to go do it. And you end up passing away or suffering 10 times more. And that's so understandable. But still, that was the energy of despair. You didn't put your trust in your God, yourself, and your love for life that the doctor was going to do you right. So you live with it. Brothers, you know, it wasn't a common thing for a man to go get a medical checkup, an annual medical checkup, from prostate all the way down to the blood work. It wasn't a common thing when I was growing up. I turned 18. And my daddy said, now that you're an adult, I'm going to take you to my doctor. You're finna get your first full medical checkup. Blood work, all that stuff. Did it all. Swab my mouth. I mean, they did it all. They did so much shit I can't even imagine. Gave me a series of shot at 18 years old. Some shit I never even had as a child. He said, now every year, you make an appointment for your birthday. I've been doing this every year, getting full medical workup. Every year. During the month of August, if not October to the latest. When I mentioned that to my son in front of another man, oh, I never got a checkup. Only when I'm hurting, I go to the doctor and I'm, hello? Because they just want to bill you. I ain't got the money to pay for them doctor notes. Hold on. They gonna bring you there and they just gonna find something to milk you. I ain't got no money for that. I don't want to the simple, blatant, simple fact, I don't want to know if I got something. But you can run your ass around here sucking and fucking on everything. Spreading what God knows what. Or we ain't gonna say spreading, let's use a better word. Transporting. God knows what, the who know who. So I found out at the age of 18 that wasn't a common thing. But now I make sure all my boys, that annual is important. Females understood the annual. But men did it because what? It wasn't in our wheelhouse. We wasn't taught that. Despair kept our parents from teaching us this due to fear and predication. And now that I know, I'm teaching mine. Now that you know, you guys gonna teach yours. Ladies, let your baby girl know it's okay long as you in that room with them holding their hand and you understand, you do your research and the prescription that doctor's supposed to be giving you and giving her, The pain that matter, put it on them, goddamn. Stand up for her. Don't make them feel, oh, if you go, they're gonna kill you. Don't tell them that. If you go, I'm gonna be there with you. And I'm gonna make sure they treat you like something. Son, conversation I had with my boys when they got sexual active. Son, it may feel good not to want to know, but son, it's good to know. They got some great medicines out there nowadays, son. Modern medicine has gotten really good. The antibiotic, that's the God concrete cure-all, they say. Son, know your status. Know yourself. Know your health. Because if you know your shit, you're going to make better decisions. And if you know your shit, you're going to make better decisions. And if you can make better decisions, here we go. Let me tie it up into your ass now. How the fuck can despair come at you? If you're making better decisions in life, you're making better decisions in health, you're going to value yourself more to go get you a job. You're going to value yourself to go get you the right woman, the right man. You're going to value yourself to do every fucking thing that you need to do for the betterment and the betterment of yourself. Despair cannot live there. And you're kicking that toxic parasite off your ancestor energy so that the next generation will know how to do it better. And the next generation, it'll be inherited to them, and now despair can't touch them. You ever see one of them goddamn people, they'll run into a burning building and save a motherfucker. Why did you do it? Oh, I just felt the need to do it. They didn't have the despair that that building could crush they had. They didn't have no fear. They just were doing something they wanted to do. See a motherfucker that pop 18,000 drugs. They brain mush. Why you did so many drugs? Oh, I just wanted to enjoy myself, man. They didn't have the motherfucking despair that the drugs can kill them, cause adverse side effects. They living a good goddamn life. People, let's start living. Let's get that energy of despair up out of our ancestor trees and do the right motherfucking thing. That's right. Ladies, always, Ramona Davis and Ladea Wright, have somebody in that room with you. Go get your checkups. Go do your thing. You know about the checkup procedure before you go do it. Have somebody in that bitch that can tell that doctor, hey man, that's not that. What drug you giving her? She need more than just 10 cc's. Give her 20. She got a high threshold. Lie. She got a high threshold for pain. That little drop of numbing shit you giving her, tear her down. It'll fuck her senses up. Brothers, take somebody with you in there. Have them ask questions that you can't ask. We worried about the outcome. Hey, did you check out for this? Your knee was hurting. Your left eye was hurting. Remember your shit was black instead of brown? Doctor, is that a thing? Why your food ain't digesting all the way? Thank you, Blue Phoenix. Studious. I think that means professional. Hi, I'm the Baron, telling you guys to really take time to learn yourself. Get doubt, depression, and fear up out of your soul. Don't let despair permeate along those lines, because that's what it does. And if it does, do everything you goddamn can to work it out. Now, we're gonna end this broadcast by doing a prayer. Yes, we are about to pray. So if you're a heathen, listen anyway. That's what studious. I was studious as fuck. In my brain, that's what I think studious mean. Notice that you ain't see the nigga turn sideways on y'all. Posted on you at that time and said, ah, bitch. Mother sucker man, studious old nigga, yo. Royal Blue, tell me about it. Y'all know I'm petty. Y'all know I'm petty, arrogant. I like all them compliments. Ooh, feed them to me. That's that ego. Ego feed me. Feed me. Ah. All right, everybody. Let's get this thing. I done kept you here too damn long. Let me get you here. And I'm glad y'all understand. Thank you guys for hitting that like button. Thinking it's not robbery to hit that like button. Thank you guys for joining me. So let's get this prayer on board. Listen, all these prayers are organic from the heart. You pray how you want to pray. You can accept my prayer, or at the end of my prayer, you can say, Spirit, all what that son of a bitch said, I accept it. Come in and do everything he said, Spirit. I'll make it easy on you. Just take my shit and say, Spirit, energy source, take what he said, dump it into me. Run that shit just like he said. What he said. That's how I see it. One more question. Why do people take off their glasses when they're about to pray? I don't get it. The eyes already closed. It's already some on your face, but that mean it just felt good to take them off to pray. All right. Oh, source, spirit, one above all, the one that come before me, the most high, to one that gives us insight, precedence, understanding, and guidance. I want to thank you for allowing this energy to inhabit this vessel. We came from you, and one day this energy will come back to you with all the information and knowledge for you to plant us in a whole nother galaxy or a whole nother lifetime. And I want to thank you for being you, oh great energy spirit. If you can hear my prayers, you can understand I thank you. Grant me an interview with my Baron so that we can be locked on each other, so that he may understand me and I may understand him. Thank you so much. Oh, Baron, my friend, my God, you have been with me since I can remember. And I want to thank you for protecting me, guiding me, and keeping me safe and steadfast. I give that glory to you because you empowered me and you uplifted me when nobody else did. You comforted me when I had nobody to comfort me. You saved my life when everybody was trying to take it. And I thank you, my friend. Grant me an audience with my ancestor. Grant me an audience with all of my ancestors, every last single one, the good, the bad, the ugly. Granted, there's not too many ugly ancestors in my gene pool. But grant me an audience with the ones that is ugly, inside and out. And allow them to hear the message I gotta say, because this message need to transcend time. I ask that you put up a barrier between my ancestors and myself. Put up a barrier between everybody who's listening to this audio. Put up a wall of energy between them and their ancestors, but allow them to hear, speak, echo to their ass like a speaker box, and vice versa. Allow their ancestors to hear what I'm saying. Now that I got their attention, I thank you, Baron. Oh, ancestors, I'm talking directly to you, good, bad, the ugly. I'm talking directly to you, ancestors. Hear me good. Hear me good, all the ancestors on the planet, all the life forms and people that has come before me throughout all the time and ages. Listen to me. I want you to all turn, and I want you all to point at that entity of despair. That's right. Call that son of a bitch out. Point at that entity of despair, that cosmic force that is sitting up there telling you what the fuck you can't do, telling you what the fuck you can't be, telling you how you gonna suffer, putting that fear, doubt, destruction, and shit around your life. You point at that entity of despair and you tell it, your ancestor, it is no longer needed to be in your ancestor line. It is no longer needed to be in your ancestor lineage. It has no home. You fill all the holes and the gaps of everything, and it has no place to live. Despair has no spot to live in your ancestor lineage. It has no spot to live in your ancestor being as of today. You tell despair, I'd rather have a whole ancestor than a piece of a God any day. And let me tell you some energy of despair. You are a God that nobody wants. You are a God that nobody needs, and you are a God that is not accepted in my lineage anymore. You're not accepted to touch, you're not permitted to touch my future children from this day forth. Well, I'm going to do everything I can to build up a wall, a brick wall, a shield, cosmic psychic aura that you cannot penetrate or permeate. My offspring moving forward will be the best of the best, and they will have no fear. They will have no desire or an idea of suffering, failing. They will have no desire to just take it on the chin. They'll have no desire to sit up there and say, oh well, things will be what it will be. No such fucking word come out of my ancestor's mouth or my mouth moving forward. Point at that ancestor energy of despair and give him the middle finger and say, fuck off, get gone, get lost. I bind you to the source of the universe, to where you come from. Go be with your brothers and sisters and shit up there and leave mine alone. Could you imagine 1,000 fingers pointing at this nasty cosmic parasite of an entity, making people fall into depression, making people unalive themselves, making people do things that unalive everybody else, making people not living their dreams, their goal, their purpose due to despair? I'm calling your ass out. I'm spreading the light on your shit, despair. That's you causing people to fail, to suffer, to not be who they need to be in life, to not start that business, to not start that family, to not make that baby, to not sit up there and try and ask that girl out, to ask that man out. That's you, despair. Pray his ass up out y'all lineage. All the ancestors in my bloodline, good, bad, ugly, the hateful, the greedy, the sharing, the caring. Despair does not belong here. It is a parasite that attaches itself to our lineage, and we train that shit to our children. It does not need to go no further than this. If you're strong enough, tell your ancestors to pray this ass up out. Millions and billions and illions of ancestor energy. Point at his ass, shed light on this dark vampiric bitch, and get it up out our soul, get it up out of our mind, get it up out of our hearts, get it up off our ancestors that came before them. Grant them peace, that they can understand that it wasn't their fault that they failed their dreams. It wasn't their fault that their marriage failed. It wasn't their fault that they failed their children. It wasn't their fault that they failed their parents, that they failed themselves. It was the energy of the despair that did it. Come on now. Put the blame where the blame go. I thank you, Baron. And despair, you are no longer permitted in my life. You are no longer permitted around my family, my friends, my mate, anything. You are garbage. You are nothing. You have no attachment. When you try to attach to me or anybody in my lineage, you slip off like cooking oil. Like a woman about to fight in the middle of the street with Vaseline on and her hair pulled back. You cannot hold me. Get the hell on. Thank you, Baron. Thank you, ancestors. This was prayer for you all. We're going to make you whole, ancestors. And y'all are going to become the most powerful thing in the universe amongst yourself. So mote it be, so mote it be, so mote it be. Everybody, we doing this. We're going to break all these ancestor curses. We're going to get that shit up out of us. We're going to get it up out of us, baby. I love it. Wow. I feel good behind that one, y'all. I feel good behind that prayer, because I had to ask Spirit what it was that was making me hate and fear and making me not want to live. But then you have certain talks with certain people in your life that God put in your life, that you align yourself with, and you take their energy, and you don't take their energy to dump on them. You don't take their energy to drain them. You take their energy to understand what they trying to tell you and get you straight from. And once you do that right there, you can understand. It's not you. It's not your mate. It's nothing. It's something cosmic that's been here before us, that has a purpose to destroy us. And it's despair. Because despair is going to bring destruction with it. And listen to me good. Once despair bring destruction, destruction gonna have fun with your ass. No Vaseline. When you ever see a bitch when their whole life falling apart, you wonder like, "Ooh, thank God that ain't me." Despair like, "What'd you say? What you say, bitch? I'll be over there shortly." Oh yes, you guys just woke the hell up. Mm. Hmm. We don't woke up, people. This is a wake up. Spirit is waking us up. We can't be blind to this shit forever. If you blind to this shit, that's because you don't want to understand your ancestor energy and the purpose of your ancestor. That's why they show us our people get shot down in the street. That's why they make the banks come and take our houses and our cars. That's why they cart us in. You ever go to a place, a building, a courthouse or something where they have a security guard and you the happiest thing, and then the security guard just talk to you so nasty. They train them people to put you in a sense of despair so that your whole energy thrown off. So then when you're going to see the judge, you're fucked up. You're nervous. Versus you going in there with the greatest intentions. That's why when I walk in the courthouse for any reason, I have headbuds in. If they say take them out, I tone their ass out. I think about something else, or I sing a song in my head, in my brain where I can't hear him, and I just go through the motions the next dude goes through. Because you're not finna put that despair in my brain that my fucking case ain't gonna work out for me. When I go to sit down to talk to my old lady and I'm mad at her, or vice versa, I play me a nice song in my head because you're not finna drop that sense of despair in my mind that I may sit up there and lose the battle before I even begin to fight the bitch. Message. I'm telling you something. All right, everybody. I done kept you here for damn near hour and a half. I'm so sorry. This is very important to me. I'm liberated. I'm happy. Feeling good. Sunflower Goddess, what's going on? That's right. Baby boy, help with that. Thank you, Royal Blue. You ain't Queen Lisa. You trying to learn Chickasaw? Chickasaw Trail? That thing, that's by that college. If you in Florida, Orlando, and you go Chickasaw, that by Valencia, that'd be horrible, boy. I hit school back in, you gonna be there a good 15 minutes at that one little stop sign next to that power plant. What'd you say, Blue Phoenix? You're ready to jump off a damn bridge? Mm-mm. Ain't no need to unalive yourself. The only thing the ground gonna do is just the only thing the ground gonna do when you hit that motherfucker, or the water gonna do, just imprint that your ass was here, and the flow gonna keep on going. No pun intended. Fight till you can't fight no damn more. 2 hours next time. There you go, Emily Williams. Put on you some high heels and do your back step shout. Hey, 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 hey. Come on, shout. If it made you feel like church, it's a damn good church. All right, so everybody, that was the prayer. I thought about this and I got a whole good one coming next week too. Because I'm telling you, Spirit is using me because I'm healing. As I do this, I heal like you heal. I go through this same shit. I am not above you. And like when I told you in this, despair hit me too. The point where I hated doing what the fuck I was called to do. I had to get over that. I hated talking to the clients and they calling me. God then gave me this gift. And I was, oh, I just want to get this over with. I can't stand this shit. I had to recalibrate myself. I'm not feeling that because of me. I'm feeling that because of all the pressure that was on me. All of the people saying I can't fix their life. I can't get it right. But it's not for me to fix your life. It's for me to give you the landmarks for you to fix it yourself. And once I do that, I'm good. So I got no despair. I can't hate me. I can't hate this. You can't hate you. And stop letting people come and tell you all their fucking problems. If they not giving you a dollar bill to talk to you about their problem, don't take that shit on. You got to get some form of currency. Listen, I do understand what you're saying, and you got less than a minute to tell me a solution to your problem. I don't want to hear your problem. You know your problem. Bounce your solution off of me. Watch how that change the whole dynamic. If I'm up, well, I can't pay my mortgage. Bounce your solution off of me. Tell me a solution. The only thing I want to hear, I don't want to hear, you know your problem. I don't care about your shit because my shit is devastating and I don't want you to hear it. But tell me all the solutions that you could come up with to your problem. That's therapy for them. Well, I can go get another job. I can go ask auntie. I can go do this. I can go do that. Figure out the best solution for you. Figure out the best resolution for that situation and go do it. Give them a hug and send them on their goddamn way. Don't stop taking on everybody's shit for free. 100% now. Devon B. Telling you. Don't let that shit take you. Don't let that shit touch your heart. I'm gonna tell you how I beat it. How I beat it. All right. So, everybody, y'all know how I do it. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Oh, I'm coming down off my spirit. Y'all should have saw the change in me. I'm coming down off my spirit. Y'all saw a spirit just left me. That's crazy. Y'all, I don't know if y'all seen the change in person, but I felt the whole energy just go back and flow off to my right. Amazing. So listen, y'all know every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, those premieres go up. Come to the chat. I make sure they're premiere. I could probably get more views if I just post them, but I like doing the premiere. I've been doing it this long, 3-4 years. Come up there and y'all listen to what the tribe gotta say. Listen to the recordings. I thank all the people that allow me to record their session and post it. Thank you so much. This channel would not be anything without that. And thank you for that. Y'all come up there to the channel and listen, talk to the people. Once you get in there, you're addicted. Some people gonna laugh, they're gonna make you cry, they're gonna piss you off. But I guarantee you're gonna be back next week to see can you make them laugh, make them cry, or piss them off. And it's just a beautiful thing. We just did the one card tarot question this past Tuesday. It was beautiful. I got to like everybody, people. I looked at all the questions. I answered 101 questions in a matter of 2 hours. So sign up for the Patreon. Come through and get the one free tarot question every Tuesday. No matter what tier you on, that's the free stuff. That's just the tier. Every second Saturday of the month, I do spiritual teaching. We just did a teaching on sex magic on Patreon, how to manifest during sex magic. Granted, it ain't nothing what you think. It is very educational, very tasteful, no toys included. So come up there and understand that. Join the Patreon and get some real educational teaching. Explain to you how it can be explained. The proper way to explain it. Bite-sized pieces that you can understand. That's for the Patreon. Again, I'm going to promote my other channel. Yeah, that took a lot out of me. I'm going to promote my other channel, True Spook TV, every Thursday, 12 p.m. Come through, listen to the story, a true spooky story, inspirational story, mystical story. I don't know. The story is going to be true. Some of them funny, some of them they just good damn stories, and it actually happened to me in my life. Some shit I experienced hands down here in the Central Florida area or wherever I moved to or went. Come and check it out. Come listen to it, listen to the story, and I immediately go live right after to do a recap. Half of the time it don't be about the story, but it just be people laughing and talking and getting to know each other in the group. Uh, Thursday, go to my other YouTube channel, True Spook TV, and listen to those stories and see what you think, see what you like. You know, you should go. I got about 13, 12 of them up right now. You should just go binge watch them and share those stories. They're not kid friendly, by the way. So share them with your adult friends. Have them subscribe to the channel. Y'all get me up there and everything. I appreciate that. What else I wanted to say? Hey everybody, thank you guys for patronizing the website, for purchasing the True Spook t-shirts. Y'all start putting them bitches on and tagging me in them. I know Queen Beijing, I gotta send her a free shirt because she wear my shirt down there all the time. So Queen Beijing, I got a free shirt coming your way because I seen you posting all them pictures in it and you need a fresh one. And baby, I got you 100%. You always root for me, so thank you so much. Ella, thank you. You always there for me. You always support, always sharing. I just appreciate all the people God done put in my life that helped me. You remind me, Baron, that video ain't up. We need that. Whatever you're doing, get your ass down, get that video up. This is people's therapy. So thank you for letting me, for being that guide point for me. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. I don't know what else to say. Patronize the website. Patronize my other YouTube channel. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. On the Baron. Come listen and see what you can figure out. See what's going on. Guaranteed to be a good 45 minutes of your day. Maybe the best. All right. Everybody, I'm finna get off this thing. I'm the Baron, telling you guys to trust in you and the universe, because at the end of the day, that's all you got. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all. S.O.L Tribe. Love you all.